Hello everybody. So I had quite a few requests about how I've been working to make this ring and actually how I did embed a pearl or a spherical bead within a ring using superduo beads. I think this is possible also with twin beads, but I never tried before, so I'm going on with this tutorial to show you, in this case, using superduo beads. So I hope several people that asked will enjoy, and this morning I've tried this one, and it's probably not 100% clear, but again, if you have a question, just get in touch and I will try and clarify each steps. I did my best, so I hope it's going to be useful and you will be able to create one as well. I also wanted to do something different and then use a different kind of stone and dimensions, because everybody always tell me I use very big rings, so I try to make a smaller one, which is this one, using a smaller pearl. So you're gonna see the tutorial for this smaller ring, but the procedure is exactly the same for any size. It's just gonna change. You can even make a 25 measure stone, or a tiny one, a 15 one, or anything, up to your taste really, anything you like. So as I said, in this case you're going to see a 10 measure 10 pearl, and as you can see the result is quite dramatically different, but the concept is the same. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. So let's see the material I've been using. So the first thing, of course, and very important, is the thread you're going to use. And I want the wire the thread to be seen as least as possible. This is 008 fine line, so make sure you use, it's very important that you use this kind of thread and not a simple, jewellery wire thread, because it's not strong enough. You need somebody that gives structure, and they have to be quite, because the beads are quite heavy. For the beads I've been using this superduo in a quite dark metallic shade, and seed beads in two different sizes, 15O and 10O, and one pearl. This is a 10mm pearl and a ring base, which I choose just comparing it with the pearl I'm using. Basically, you just have to try and select the base of the ring more or less of the same size for the pearl you're using. So if you're using a bigger size pearl, you have to make sure the ring base you're using is compared to that. It just have to be proportional basically. Otherwise, if the base is larger than the pearl, then there's going to be too much room left, and it's not going to look nice. So it's just a tip. You're going to have some empty room, and it's not gonna be perfect, unless of course you want that kind of effect. So that's all you need. And of course the needle. And let's go ahead and see what I've done. So first of all, I am using 4 superduo in this kind of shape. So how did I do that? It's very straightforward. First of all, I've entered with my needle in one superduo in this direction. I turned around the bead and enter in the opposite direction. So as you can see, you get up from that, or turn around and just start in the next bead from one of the side holes. and you'll get out and start in the next bead again. And then after that you just start in the next superduo again and exit. It's very important that you tie it really firmly, and you will have this kind of geometrical shape of 4 superduo. So we go ahead to work in horizontal cells, so in this direction, as you see,
18 hours.
My needle. So that you kind of create a sort of strip that will surround the pearl we're going to use. So that's the second step. You will have to add 3 seed bead, 15 O, and 1 superduo in one of the hole. And then go into the hole of these superduo, in the free hole on the right, and get out underneath. So there you are. So I entered after I used 3 seed bead, 1 superduo, entered, got out, and I added yet another superduo, and with the thread I will turn on the superduo and get out on that side. I will add yet one other superduo and enter into that one. Let's see the passage. So as you can see, I entered from this hole, passed on this superduo, got out, entered yet another one, and exit on the top, so that I continued my sequence. So basically at this point I'll just go ahead and continue with the sequence. Yet again 3 seed beads, 1 superduo, and again entered in the hole on the right for the superduo that we've already been working on. Get out from underneath, adding in one more superduo, and so on. I'm going to show you. You just basically keep on going with the same kind of process until you'll not reach the size of the strip that you need to surround the pearl. So I'm going to show you how many beads you will need, and then close the work in a circle shape. So at this stage my strip is finished. So how do I know how much length is required? In this case, my trick is just to count 7 superduo for each line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then again in the middle 7, and again 7 on top. That means that's the right shape for me for a 10mm pearl. So 3 rows with 7 superduo, and now we'll have a male and a female on each right and left side. So normally if I would continue, I would add a superduo on the right. Instead, because I'm finished with this, I will just close it like a perfect circle basically, and leave it as it is, like that. I just inserted that superduo in between the other 2. Only thing I'm missing are the 3 seed beads on top, which is what I'm doing now before I finish to complete. So there you are. I've added the 3 remaining seed beads, which is also needed underneath. So this is the final step. Well, once you exit with your thread, just it has to be more or less of the same size where the other 3 are, and I just do the same kind of arches in a mirror way. That's what I meant to say, really. Just try to be as precise as possible. in the same size and same color as above. So let's go ahead and do this. Once you've finished, so 3 seed bead, 15-0 on both sides. So in this case I'm going out from the last 3 seed beads, and I'm going to add an 11-0 seed bead before getting into the other 3, and repeat the step in each arch, so that in between each empty space between the arches you will have a seed bead 11-0, and that's done. You see this dark one are the 11-0. And I also placed my pearl on top of the work, so that because my thread is still there, I can go through the pearl hole as well, which I'm going to do now, and do a few rounds so that it's well firmly connected. And then I will end up going out from the hole of any of these black beads, seed beads on top, which is this. After the pearl has been added, I need to do a last operation with the 15-0 seed bead, as you can see here, going inside the same 11-0 black bead. It's just like we are overlaying 3 more seed bead 15-0 on the previous ones. I just hope this is clear enough, but again, ask me. Just repeating the previous operation, basically. Just here, and all in all the spaces. And there you are. So the top side is done. If you don't like these holes, let me see if I can show you this one that you see from the top, like these ones, which are from the two superduo, the one that you can kind of see here. If you don't like that, you can also get out from one of these, from the hole of one of the superduo, from underneath the top, and then join it with a 15-0, so that you hide the holes. But in my opinion, we can avoid it. It's complicated enough. So just after you finish the top, you will need to finalize the bottom part of the work. So just need to add between each 11-0 arch a seed bead 15-0, just like we did on top. And there you go. So each arch connection is with 11-0 is completed, and it's time to add the base now. So it has to be, of course, very tight and firm, otherwise it's not going to work. So this is, I'm going to show you the way I'm gonna do that. Let's see. So I had to put this position, sorry about that. So I did the second round of arches, 15-0 and 1-0, just lay the base, and then with the second round, with the base already placed in, that is going to tighten it up and put it on hold. you have to start, you basically exit from the second bead, add 2 15 and then start in the second one in each arch. So basically you skip one. These will make it tighter. So that's the end result. Again, I apologize for, the tutorial wasn't too clear. This time wasn't, but I still hope it made some sense to you. And I hope you will be able to create similar products. I also have one last tip for you to use this kind of embedding. Just a simple one with a pearl. But you can also, instead of a ring base, you can create an earring base. You can use an earring base, which is the one with a flat base, and just create simple, button earrings, and then you can create your fantasy to go, with bigger ones or smaller, as far as you make sure that the pearl is compared to the base you're using. With these, I would say it's done. So see you next time.